Hi folks, and welcome back. Now today I've got something a little bit different for you because we've had a lot of World of Tanks footage on the channel at the moment, so I thought I'd just break it up a little bit with something else that I've been playing, which is this, Tom Clancy's The Division. Now don't worry, I've got lots of more footage planned for World of Tanks and lots of videos I'd like to make over the next week, so this is just something that I have been filling my time in with on weekends when, well, you know, you get those weekend teams in World of Tanks that seem pretty special, shall we say? Well, yeah, when it gets all too much, this is what I go and chill out in, because this is really good fun. Now, if you're not familiar with The Division, it's basically, it's an online game, but it's set in New York, present day, more or less. It's based around there being some horrible outbreak of smallpox, or a biogenetically engineered version of smallpox, which has killed off half the population, and the city's gone into chaos, and you're part of a team of specially trained agents known as The Division, who've been brought in to try and restore order and, well, to sort the mess out that it is. And basically, it's like a cross between a third-person shooter and an MMO, because you level up by getting experience, you get loot, you improve your gear and weapons, and you choose talents and perks as you go along. It's pretty good. It is story-driven, the main plot, but as you see here, there's also instances, or dungeons, to traditional MMO players, and that's what I'm doing here. They can all be attempted solo, but this particular one I had a bit of trouble with one night, couldn't quite finish it off, so when I came on the next day, I thought, well, I'm going to try out the in-game matchmaking system for the first time, because I've not tried that before. And basically, you just choose the instance or encounter that you want to have a go at, choose matchmaking, and just wait for a team of other players who are also waiting for it, which took all of about 10 seconds. And I got matched up with these guys, instantly teleported to the encounter going on, and here we go. And this is what I really like about games like this, cooperative mode, where you play together to overcome some sort of PvE encounter. And I kind of miss it, because I've played games like this from Ultimate Online onwards, and always that the best aspect of them was the social side, or the cooperative play side, where you work as a team to overcome stuff. Now, most of the game is based around taking out criminal elements and gangs and arms dealers and drug dealers and all sorts of scum that have taken over the city. This is a little bit different, this particular encounter, and I'm only level 12 here, one of the earlier ones. This is against a group called the Cleaners, which are sort of working against you, but they're not quite the criminal aspect that you'd expect. I think they're part of the New York City sanitation department, and their way of dealing with this outbreak and disease is just to burn out everyone and everything that they think's been contaminated by it, whether they've really been contaminated or not. So that they've gone a bit rogue, and they're just basically, as you'll see in here, like burning out everything. This particular encounter is to take out a napalm factory. There's a big truck of napalm you can see just in the distance. So there's a bit of a backdrop. Now the co-op play is really good. It seems to add in more enemies than the encounter would have if you went in solo, which makes a whole lot of sense. It does scale up a bit, and it's just really nice working together. Now, in traditional MMOs, you've got like tanks and healers and DPS and all the rest, and you can specialise your characters to assist in one thing and another. You can be more tanky, increase the armour and benefits you get from cover, or you can make yourself a bit of a healer, and yes, I really did just run through some napalm there and catch fire. But this is one thing I really like. When you go down like this, any other person on the team can get you up, and you can drag yourself over to where they are to make it a lot easier. Now, there are ranged heals and stuff, but you can be recovered from anyone else, and then you duck back into cover and get your ass sorted out. See, I've got a quite nice little heal feature there, which does heal me, and I think nearby allies. I've spec'd a little bit for that, even though I haven't actually done much group play at all. And now we're just taking on, I won't say a boss as such, but he's definitely a bit tougher. There's two of them. See that guy up there with the light that comes on? Yeah, that light, that's a sniper rifle. And when that guy hits you, it's really painful. And when the light comes on, you duck behind cover, or otherwise you lose up to all of your health. It can be really, really nasty. Now, I've got a couple of different weapons. You always have a sidearm, personal sidearm. Oh, just get this guy recovered over here. Just duck back into cover. Get him back up. There you go. My good deed done for the day. Now let's sprint back. And the two other main weapons, which I alt between here, Not particularly well suited for this encounter. I've got a light machine gun, which is one of my favourite weapons in the game. Not this particular one. This is an RPK or something, I think. I forget, I've switched out since. It's only got a 30-round magazine. But the best one I've found is an M60 light machine gun. It's belt-fed. It's got a 100-round mag, I think. Well, a 100-round belt, I should say. And you can put a magazine extension. Or technically a belt extension, but that comes up as a mod as a magazine extension. Increase that further, which means you can really chug away with it. It's awesome. It takes a long time to reload, but it is absolutely sweet. And the other weapon I've got, I think at the moment, is a little MP5 submachine gun, which is quite nice for things that get close up, but it's not very good at picking off stuff at long range. There's all sorts of other weapons as well. You get shotguns for extreme close range encounters, which are devastating, but I haven't found them terribly useful. Now, I normally like to use shotguns in games like this. I used to own one and do a bit of shotgun shooting and stuff, but not so much now. But I find them fun and a fun concept. But in this game, you do have to get up close, and usually you want your enemies dead by the time they get close to you. So there's some nice weapons. There's like sniper rifles and bolt action rifles and things. They're very effective, very accurate. But the machine guns are awesome, and I'll probably put a video up someday of me using the M60, or I hope to get high level one, because they are sweet as a nut. And in this situation, a 100-round belt-fed M60 could just chew those guys down, or at least suppress them and hold them back. It just feels so good. Whether it's the most effective weapon to use or most efficient, I have no idea. And to be honest, I don't care. It's just fun to use. But so far, we're doing pretty well in this encounter. Now, this is the bit I got stuck at when I was playing it solo, because you see where I'm sat here. Well, just behind me, there is a great big pile of explosives next to that. Well, set to blow up that napalm, but I've got to defend the detonator and keep these guys off it, because these enemies coming on are going to try and disable it. There's a purple guy up ahead who's like a mini-boss. White bars over their purple health bar are armour. You have to chug through the armour before you can actually get their health down. There's a few of them coming in there. This is where the numbers in the team help. But when I was playing this solo, I could defend it right up to the end, and then I sat there too long and got caught in the blast and killed, which was stupid. So I wasn't checking that timer. If you look at the top of the screen, there's a little timer showing about 35 seconds left now. Well, yeah, you've got to get the hell out of there before that ticks down. And haha, you see, I've learnt this time. I'm getting away from that, but not too far, because we still need to defend it. And that guy has got up there and he's trying to disable the damn detonator. So let's make sure he doesn't do that. Finish him off, there he goes. And then 15 seconds left, 14, it's ticking down now. So we should be good to go now. I'm taking some hits from somewhere, just to heal myself. Getting some better cover. And let's hope we can take this thing down. The rest of the team's doing really well. The guy over on my right there, Robertson, really, he's taking some hits. But the action is pretty much full on, especially when you're playing in a group. And it's just so nice. But I miss that cooperative gameplay from other things. I haven't played World of Warcraft in years. That used to be quite good, but outside the instances, which I felt took a bit too long sometimes, then there wasn't as much co-op play unless you were grouped up and doing some quests. But I like that. But you can play the whole story mode solo, certainly, which I have been doing so far. And it's kind of nice. There's lots to explore. The missions kind of make sense. And all the quests and stories are all backed up with cutscenes and speech. And it does feel quite immersive. And it's quite nice levelling your gear up as you go. Look, we found a stock of ammunition. We'll just stock up on that. And the great thing is there's no one particular playstyle that you have to go with. It's nice taking different weapons and choosing which you like and modding them. Modding your equipment to suit what you want for a particular situation. So if you want a really accurate long-range sniper rifle, well, you stick a scope on it, you pick the mods that increase the accuracy and effective range, and you're good to go. If you want an insane rate of fire submachine gun, yeah, you just mod that to your style. And there is a nice range of weapons, and they all have a different feel, different uses, and work best in different situations. So just kitting your character out just for those, well, just for those situations that you want to get yourself in, it does work really well. Graphics are great, sound effects are great. I'm really, really, really enjoying the game. So now we're just cleaning up this napalm factory. There's a few things to kill off. Looks like there's a fight going on at the top, actually. Oh shit, I'm running into it. Now these guys with the shields, these are hard enough, but when you find a little boss one, purple guy, yeah, they're tough. You don't want to get into melee range with these things. They hurt a lot. I'm just going to duck out. Looks like my teammates have dealt with that fella. There's someone coming in. And what you can't see from here is his flamethrower. And those guys carrying flamethrowers, well, you can actually shoot the gas tanks on the back and light them up. And it blows up kind of like that big silo of fuel that I've just blown up there. So pick those off. Running through. And this is a game, if you're interested in this sort of gameplay, because it's not just like Call of Duty style even third-person shooting. I know Call of Duty isn't all third-person shooting, but it's not just Call of Duty where a couple of hits takes you down. It feels a lot more immersive and a lot more like an MMO, but without the swords and shields, if that makes sense. And I really like it. Looks like we're coming up to some sort of objective fight here. So I'll just pick myself a position atop this little tower. Just fill these guys full of lead. Come on, light him up. Light him up. There we go. He's going to blow. Looks like he goes down anyway, but it's really handy if you get a shot into those tanks. You can take those guys out quite easily. And if they're sat in a group of their friends, they go down as well. Now we've got a slightly bigger boss down there. Threw a sticky bomb at him, which didn't quite connect. Sticky bomb, that's another one of my favourite weapons so far. I haven't got that modded out yet, but that is awesome. You find a group of enemies that don't know you're there yet, and if your opening move is a sticky bomb stuck to the head in the one guy in the middle, oh, that's so sweet. Now, I know some of you watching my World of Tanks videos have noticed that I kind of like setting things on fire and blowing shit up. Yeah, that's how I like to play stuff. I find it quite entertaining. Not like that in real life, honest, really I'm not. I don't go around shooting things, setting things on fire. I might do if I had the chance without getting in trouble for it, but that's a whole other story. But in games, yeah, that's good. Anyway, looks like we're heading through to some sort of ending here. There's a restock. Oh, that always means there's some sort of big bad guy coming up ahead. So let's get fully kitted out. Got a couple of med kits, some grenades. You get a nice selection of grenades actually. You take different types, or you can just carry a good selection. There's things like flashbangs, which are really good for dazing groups of enemies, stunning them. I've only really recently found the full value of those, because up until then I've just been chucking frag grenades out for damage. But against some bosses, some ones with really nasty machine guns, that if you get caught in the fire, you get sort of stunned and dazed, and you're basically dead. But if you stun the guy with a flashbang, you can just empty a couple of clips of ammo into him and then run away, get back into some cover. Things like that are so useful. Stun grenades, which like drops an electric shock. There's EMP grenades. I guess I'll find a use for them later. Taking out anything with electronic devices, I suppose. But yeah, it's a nice selection. And again, it's about having the right equipment for the right situation. It's kind of like an MMO where you would take your tanking gear or your healing gear. Oh, and you can spec your gear as well. The higher quality gear you can actually modify to improve different skills and aspects. Now, I've not played this far in this encounter before, so I had no idea what was coming. And now I'm thinking I'm a bit of an idiot for running down here, because I seem to be in the middle of a pack of shit. Never mind, I'm hoping my allies who are defending upstairs are going to keep me alive. Well, I'm not doing too bad, getting a few shots off. Well, I probably should be up there where I can have more effect. I think we'll head back up there in just a moment. Meanwhile, do a bit of loot in combat. And then run around. There's all sorts of fights going on around. But yeah, game is really good. If you're into this sort of thing, I'd highly recommend you pick it up. There's the boss who's coming out once we've killed all his cronies off. And he's behind some bulletproof glass, so I can't affect him at the moment. Yeah, probably just as well. In any other game, that would be classed as pulling the boss, and I'd be called a noob, and I would have aggroed him. Oh god, yes, I remember those days from playing World of Warcraft, aggroing big packs of enemies, or pulling bosses before the group was ready. Yeah, well, luckily I don't do it here. But that guy, there's a mini-boss, we'll just chuck a grenade on him, or a sticky bomb rather, run off. Now let's come back and take some cover with my guys over here. Get into a position, get behind here, take some dudes out. I really do love these machine guns, they're just so much fun. Chuck some healing down, which didn't seem very effective. I think I actually missed myself with my own heal there. Oh well, looks like I healed that other guy, so all was not lost. And one thing you need to do really well, which I I don't always do very well is just manage the reloads a bit better. So when you get down to just a couple of rounds in the clip, you want to reload before you jump back out of cover. Either that or use things like the M60, which has such a big belt of ammunition, you can just blast off. And when you do get down, if you're desperate, just switch weapons and worry about reloading it later. I'm trying to put some shots into the head of that guy. Headshots, as in most games, do or seem to do a lot more damage than body shots. So it's always worth aiming for the head if you can. Looks like we've got him down. Now I saw him get the suppressed feature. When you're using light machine guns or automatic weapons, there's a chance of suppressing the enemy, which seems to hold them back or pin them, or maybe it just allows extra damage from your teammates. I'm not sure, I'll have to look into that. Or maybe one of you guys already knows and can let me know in the comments. There's lots of other states as well. There's obviously dazed and shocked, and bleeds as well. Bleeds extra damage, and if you get a bleed applied to you, it is really nasty because it can actually cut down your health quite a big way. Yeah, we'll get rid of that guy with a shield. Don't like them getting close. Oh, here's another one coming. I need to run. Come back here, get some support from my buddy. I'm not looking, but here he comes, and he's going to axe me. Ouch. Ouch. Come on, have it back. You can melee things back just by thumping them with the butt of your rifle, your weapon, or whatever you're using, which is effective in a pinch, but it's not as good as shooting someone. I need to get rid of some of these ads here, I think. It's getting a bit hectic. That looked like a flamethrower going off behind me. Now when you see this boss getting closer, here he comes. He's got a flamethrower. Shit! I didn't mean to do that. I do that all the damn time. I hit the wrong button as I'm trying to come out of cover and end up jumping over bloody barriers instead of going around them. And I'm sure it's not just me, where I like tap the space bar to come out of cover and run away, but instead of just getting up and moving, it just vaults over the damn cover. That's happened a couple of times and I've gone off the top of buildings. Not always to my death, but this time is pretty desperate, and I am limping my sorry ass back up to my teammates. So here he comes, Robert Mike Ort to the rescue. Good lad, get me back up, and I shall try and repay the favour. But look at that, that is really nasty. Getting hosed down by a flamethrower hurts a lot. And it looks like someone snuck up behind me and given me some more of that medicine. Luckily, I've got that guy with us, so let's get this healed up. Duck into cover, figure out what the hell's going on, and let's get some fire put back in. So just control these ads. If we can get those guys under control, we can then focus on the boss. So give him another sticky bomb. Slowly got to chew away that armour, and we've just got to get him chugged down until we can take him out. Get rid of the armour. Come on, out the way. I don't want another burst of flame coming in at me. Get some distance. Take out the guy around the corner. God, there's another little boss here. And all the time that big guy's going to be sneaking up behind me. So let's make sure we've got somewhere safe to run to. Someone's deployed a turret there. Good, let's get rid of that thing. The enemy's deployed turrets. You can actually get them. I've got them unlocked. But at the moment I haven't got them modded up, or the skill modded up with talent. So it's not... My own turrets aren't terribly effective and I haven't picked them. Oh, look at that. We've lit up his tanks at the back. That goes with a big bang. Doesn't take him out like the little guys though, but it's just extra damage. So we'll put a clip of 7.62mm ammunition into his face. I'm assuming that's what this thing takes. Not that it matters. You don't need to worry about calibers of ammunitions. The ammunition that you carry is either shotgun, assault rifle, what's the other, marksman rifle, handguns unlimited ammo. You don't worry about ammo for your handgun, that's unlimited. And light machine gun ammo and submachine gun ammo. So there's ammo types, but you don't need to worry about calibers and stuff.
Detonation sequence.
Looks like we got the guy, and we just have to run out of here before we blow up with it. So that was pretty good. And I won't bore you with the rest of the run out sequence. That's pretty much all we do. We just run out of here, complete the encounter, and get the loot. So it's pretty damn good fun. So that's where I'm up to in the division. Actually, I'm a bit past this. I'm up to about level 19 now, I think. Just playing slowly, but it's one of those great games that you can just pick up, play for 15 minutes or half an hour without having to feel like you're getting into something heavy, and put it down again. So I'm really enjoying it, and it's a nice break to everything else. So if you like this sort of thing, then it's highly worth checking out. Maybe wait for it to come on sale on Steam or something, but I'm liking it, and I love the co-op play, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more of that. And maybe we'll see some of you guys in-game as well. I know a few of you are actually playing it. So that'll do for me today. We'll just leave it to escape this encounter, get back out of here, and we'll be back with some more World of Tanks replays in the very near future. Alright, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.